I've recently been really into this frozen yogurt bar. I've only tried one flavor, the coffee chocolate chip. It's pretty good, but since it has a little bit of coffee in it, so I try to eat it during the day. This is what it looks like. You can definitely taste the coffee flavor in it. You can see the specks of chocolate chips, which adds some crunchiness. I'm currently 30 weeks and 4 days. I thought I would come up here and kind of do a brief recap of how my pregnancy has been going. I don't see a lot of videos like this about Modi twins, and that's what I have. This is what the bump looks like. Honestly, I feel huge. Tomorrow I have my 30-week OB appointment where they're gonna measure the baby's growth. But last time when I went to a boutique ultrasound place, they measured the baby's weight and they each weigh a little over 3 pounds. So technically I have a 6 to 7 pound baby in there. And I also feel and look like I'm full term, but I still have 8 more weeks to go because my C-section is scheduled for 38 weeks and 1 day. My OB was very candid. She said, we'll be lucky if we make it to 38 weeks. My goal right now is to make it to 35 at least, which is in a month. So I need to hang there. If I do make it to 35, then I will want to make it to 37 full term, because at the hospital I give birth, their policy is the babies will go to NICU if they're born before 37 weeks by default. I really would like them to be next to me after delivery. If I want to make that happen, I have to make it to 37 weeks. And I'm currently still working. I have not planned for an early maternity leave, meaning I plan to work until when I physically cannot. I don't know when that's gonna come, but with the flexibility that comes with my work, I think I'll be able to arrange that even if it's last minute. I did have planned for 2-month maternity leave. In terms of teaching, I'll probably take 1 month off. Since my family's gonna come and I'll have some help, I think I'll be able to hopefully resume teaching after a month of resting. But in terms of posting, I have some extra material pre-made that should give me probably a 2-month leave. This is the plan I have made for myself for now. If things need to change, then I'll make adjustments. I think overall the pregnancy hasn't been too rough. A lot of people have bad nausea in the first trimester. For me, it was definitely a new experience and I did feel it, but it wasn't as bad to the point that I needed to throw up. I have never thrown up during my first trimester. All I felt was a decrease in my sense of taste and smell, loss of appetite. I also didn't have any aversion of specific smells either. The morning sickness lasted from 9 weeks to 13 weeks. And when I was approaching the end of my first trimester, that symptom was going away. I also didn't have bad fatigue during my first trimester. Since it's an IVF pregnancy, I did have to use more medication. Like I had the progesterone suppository that I was using during my first trimester. I had a thyroid issue, which I was taking medication for. Other than that, the first trimester was not too bad at all. And then my second trimester came and that was pretty good. I didn't have all those physical discomfort anymore. I didn't have to use medication. My thyroid function has come back to normal. I don't think I was too big either physically. I was working out several times a week consistently. And then the end of second trimester came. That's when I started to feel more discomfort, specifically soreness and pain. My belly was getting bigger. It was coming up above my diaphragm. So I would feel pain in my ribs, around my hip, on my back. I felt really out of breath constantly, as you can probably tell in this video. At this point, I'm in the beginning of my third trimester. It's starting to get more and more uncomfortable for sure. I cannot walk for too long. If I walk for too long, my feet and legs get really sore. My hands and my feet are constantly swollen. My normal rings don't fit my fingers anymore, so I'm wearing this one for now to replace my wedding and engagement ring. When I wake up, my fingers are so sore. I even have difficulty grabbing things because they're so sore, but it does get better as the day goes by. Most of my old shoes don't fit me anymore either. I cannot sit for too long because of the pressure, especially after I eat. Sometimes I feel like I really cannot breathe. At night, I'm still waking up to use the restroom a lot. On top of that, I cannot lay on my back. I think that's expected. But when I lay on my side, I also feel like sometimes my belly is pulling the muscles. I'll feel this pulling sensation with a little bit of pain. So what I do to cope with that is I will wear the belly band kind of loosely around my belly, which provides some support when I turn so my belly wouldn't just flop over to the other side. The pregnancy pillow that I've purchased on Amazon is really good, has helped me a lot. It's really comfortable. The material is kind of silky and cooling. Oh, that's another symptom I've been feeling in my 3rd trimester. I feel constantly hot. Before, my husband was always the person who feels hot. At night, he would always want to turn the AC down, have the fan on, but I want the AC to be at 79 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't want the fan on, and I still have a thick blanket over me. But now, our roles have reversed. So the material of the pregnancy pillow is this cooling material, which is very nice on the touch. So I like that pregnancy pillow a lot. It's definitely worth purchasing, and also the belly band that I got at Target. So basically the 3rd trimester has been the hardest for me so far. A few days ago, I was so uncomfortable that I couldn't find a good position to be in. I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay down, I couldn't stand. I just didn't know what to do. And I said to my husband, I don't know how I can go for another 8 weeks. I would say it does change. Sometimes some days you feel better. During those better days, I try to get as much work done as possible. A tough day hits, you just cope with it. You do what you can and listen to your body. In terms of weight gain, I have gained at least 30 pounds, if not 35. I think during my 2nd trimester, I was really eating a lot more than I normally did. But now in my 3rd trimester, I'm trying to eat a little less, try to eat healthy, whole foods, because I honestly cannot imagine my belly getting stretched out a lot more. Right now, it already feels very, very tight. So that's the update. Just finished the OB appointment. They're both doing well. Good heartbeats, and we're practicing swallowing, which is good. We're going home now. Currently installing the ceiling fan in the guest bedroom. When we give birth, our family will come and stay with us. They need a ceiling fan.
Telling you where it is, and then record yourself going to find it.
Okay, tell me what you want and where it is.
I need a pair of wire strippers. So you're going to go down to my toolbox, and I believe it is in the 2nd drawer from the bottom. They have red handles. They're weird looking pliers with a bunch of little holes in them, and they have red handles. 2nd drawer from the bottom.
Okay. This is the toolbox. Second bottom drawer. This is the 1st drawer. This is the 2nd drawer. Okay, I bet it's these red handles. Yeah, it's these. Found it. All right. A dog. Look guys, a dog. A cute dog.
Hey, you found him.
Hey, hey. Here you go.
Good. Alright, go turn the electricity on and see if it works.
Looks really nice. Looks really nice. And a mess. And a cat. Mr. Butters. Yay! There we have it. This is our guest bedroom. We don't have any pillows or comforter on just yet because our cat likes laying on top of this and it gets a lot of dirt and fur. So I typically don't keep the comforter on until the guests come. That third trimester heat intolerance is hitting me. I just cooked this dinner for myself. I made very traditional Chinese cuisine, actually. It's called 懒菜豆角. So 懒菜 is the dark greenish thing that I put in. 豆角 is the green beans. Usually you'll also add ground pork, which I did. I don't like pork that much, but it doesn't taste as good if you don't add the meat in it. So, and I fried myself an egg. It looks pretty bomb. Recently, I couldn't eat too much. My stomach gets really full. I just feel really uncomfortable afterward. I'm trying to eat smaller meals, but more frequent meals. Oh, I cannot. I just cannot. Let's get a little bit of everything. Some egg. Dog is hungry. He had a small breakfast in the morning, which he chose to do. We gave him some breakfast. He took forever to eat it. All right, so I'm gonna keep eating my dinner and then I'll feed the adorable crocodiles. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.